about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're new to the channel, or if you're not, this is the best podcast in the world, around the globe, in America, on YouTube, but to the Flat Earth Society, on the plane. We are the Assemblers, and we got the young Assemblers with us today. I am Sluggy.
Hey.
I'm AJ. I'm Darian.
I'm JoJo.
And we are here. Smash that like button like Hulk. Please smash that like button like She-Hulk. Subscribe if you can. We're almost at 150. I believe we're like 2 away. Be that person for us. All right. As y'all can see, we have special guests here today.
Yes.
So we're gonna switch it up, do something a little different. Me and A are playing interviewers. And this is interview. I was gonna say interview with the vampire. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Interviews with the young assemblers. Okay, so we have a couple questions here. You want to shoot? You want me to shoot?
You shoot. You're the host.
Okay.
You're the host. I'll start the questions. We're gonna go ahead and interview our young assemblers today. We prepared a few questions for them.
So that first question that we came up with together, see how it's split? We can split it actually now. You say
Okay.
one word, one side of it, I say the other side of the coin. You know what I mean?
Oh, is that what you were talking about earlier? Yeah, sure. Okay.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was talking about the fourth one. But
Oh.
actually, no, I was talking about the second one. It don't matter. I'm throwing y'all off. All right. First one. I want to ask y'all, and we're gonna ask all of y'all this question one by one. So, let's start off from that side. Who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero is Captain America.
Captain America. That's a good choice. Why you like Captain America?
Because he like he's in a lot of movies, and he's like in all of the movies, all the Avengers movies, and
You abandoned that answer right there.
You like his shield?
mhm.
Yeah, his shield is cool. You see, we got it here. You got to take a picture with it before you leave.
Oh yeah. Jimmy's right there.
All right.
Moving on next.
You're next up.
My favorite Marvel character is Spider-Man, cause he has cool webs, and he's also in some of the movies he's pretty funny.
Yeah, he is.
That is true.
Spider-Man is
Very
Charming.
charming. True. Yep. Charming.
Yeah.
Funny.
That's a fact.
So that's what you like. That's why he's your favorite because
Yeah.
he's like so cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is so cool.
That's
And
cool.
he's
Yeah, I
young.
didn't know that.
And he's
Yeah,
young,
he's
so he's
really
more
young.
relatable to you.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, I know him. He has a curfew like me.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
All right, JoJo, you on the stage.
We talking MCU or comic books?
I think this is favorite superhero.
This is just all time, like
All
just
time?
who's and then
Super-
A's gonna specify it later. That's what
I'd say like superhero of all time. I would have to say, shoot, you're giving me a run for the money, but Batman. You can't go wrong with Batman. Batman is a
yeah.
classic.
Cool.
Bro, that guy, he runs the
He's
show
a jack
all
of
the
all
time.
I
trades.
gotta tap you
Everybody
for that
likes.
because
Everybody
it's my
likes
favorite
him.
too.
Yeah,
He's
everybody
like the
likes him.
homie here. He's like
Yeah.
the only DC big. Oh, Superman. Him and Superman are the only.
Like this
DC
whole
homies
section of
here.
news got Batman here, Batman there, a little bat signal there.
Yeah, they
like
get-
he's around.
They're the representatives for DC
Yes.
here. 'Cause it's really a
Yeah,
moral.
that's true. I thought I was Batman for a while. All right, that's cool. So you knew what I meant by splitting this question.
Yeah, now I
All
understand what you meant.
All right.
So who's you guys' favorite characters in the movies right now?
My favorite character is Thor right now.
Oh yeah.
That's
Why?
good.
Why you like Thor?
Because he's like in a new movie, and he's like,
You like when they show up
yeah.
and get FaceTime. You like the stars.
Mhm.
Yeah, in the movies. That's why you like Thor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which hammer do you like more? His old hammer, the one like this one, or his axe?
I like that one.
Yeah, most people.
Oh,
do.
you OG or you like
Okay.
the? Oh yeah.
It's called Mjolnir.
Yeah, most people don't like
Mjolnir.
it.
Mjolnir.
Yeah, you can say that too.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character in the movies?
right now. Wow, that's a hard question right now.
And you don't have to switch it. It could still be Spider-Man if you
Yeah,
like,
because remember, he's in the movies.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
You sure?
cause Spider-Man No Home was like, it was so good. It was just so good.
It really was.
I liked it. I liked it. Yeah, it was just
He didn't know how to
good.
say it. It's like, it's so good. Like, no,
it
you're
was so good. I like that.
That's a
description.
spot-on
Very
answer.
good,
It's
AJ,
spot
yes.
on.
That was really, really good. That was awesome.
And now for me, in the MCU right now, I would have to say my favorite character is gonna be Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
He's gonna have to take the
Very
cake
cool.
because he's
Very cool.
leading into all the new things that are Phase 5, anything multiversal or dealing with going back in time. So usually like time and space and multiverses are chalked up to him and other like multiversal characters. But right now he's playing the big role to leading the MCU into different universes.
Yeah,
So I
he
kinda like that
definitely
about
is.
that,
He's
yeah.
definitely like the tentpole. He's like,
No, yeah, that
big.
is so true.
He's the guy leading this phase.
Yeah.
And like that's why we say the torch definitely got passed.
So how you like
That's
his?
fire, Jojo.
How
That's
did you
dope.
like his last movie?
Multiverse of Madness, honestly, for me, I think it was a big hit for me because Wanda, I love her, both playing as a hero and a villain.
OD.
But her getting the title of the Scarlet Witch and being introduced to the hex magic instead of just explaining it from her getting her powers from the Mind Stone. We actually have back lore on it, and she's one of the most important characters going on, especially like if we're talking about mutants. We have House of M and stuff like that where she erased all of them.
That is true.
Or I feel like in this case we can use them. We can use her to bring them to the
Yeah.
MCU right now.
Right. That
If
could
y'all
also.
can't tell, JoJo knows.
Yeah.
He brought on like we not playing these guys.
Jojo actually,
Jojo handled
his
business.
dad told me, he was like, yeah, me and my son was watching. He told me like, Dad, they little right, but they don't really know. He don't know. I don't know who you was talking about that day on camera, but I laughed so hard because I can picture you watching it as somebody who really knows or into it and be like, nah, he got it all messed up. Whoever it was that was giving a take that day. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
you and your dad for
But
watching.
dope, Doctor Strange
Yeah.
definitely a good pick, and yeah, that shit.
All right, so moving on to the next question. What was the first superhero movie you saw?
You want to go that way or you want?
We're gonna do ping pong. We're gonna do snake.
Okay,
Okay,
I like
okay.
it.
For me, the first movie that I ever saw was Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Yep, the Captain America, the first Avenger. My dad took me in theaters to go see it, I believe, and I came out of it like at the time, like movies were just coming out, like the MCU movies were just coming out. I was born in 2006, started coming around like 2008, and it was my first introduction into what superheroes were. So seeing Captain America on the screen, I didn't know much about his lore, I didn't know about his teammates, the team that he played for, but I knew that he was a cool, like, idealistic character. And at the time I was into like history and stuff like that, so the Nazis and stuff like that, and him being in World War II was intriguing to me.
That's a dope way to look at it because he's currently like in school and stuff, and then you learn about World War II and all that stuff, and then you see Captain America 1. It's kind of like an insight on it in a way,
Right,
right? Like,
right,
so
right.
then I could get it. And you said that was the first movie you seen. And
was- yeah, that's
if
very
I'm
cool.
if I'm not mistaken, Captain America 1 came out in 2011.
Yeah,
You was 5 years old when that came out.
I was like 5, yeah.
That's crazy,
we
bro.
were having this conversation.
I know, and
a few not a few, but along, on.
and I was
a
telling him
about
off camera how I always pondered that question, like
Yes.
how is it for kids that are born the year the MCU started or afterwards, and even now. So I mean, of course, I can't ask them that, but how are they even perceiving it? How it's hitting them? How it's
They're
hitting
even-
y'all? Like,
these two are even better examples.
yeah,
Like,
no,
they're-
yeah,
you
really,
know what
like
I'm
it's
saying?
like so new, but it's like seems like a lifetime
Even
ago.
JoJo is new. Like
Yeah.
it's like more. He caught up like in the middle, being 5 years old.
No,
to
that's
a
what I'm
point where
saying,
We were
that's-
waiting for Avengers.
OD.
For these guys being born after Avengers is
Right.
crazy
That
to
is
think
crazy,
about.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being born like you don't even Avengers really is an oldie to
And
you.
so when how old are you?
I am 7.
You are 7, so you're born in 2015.
Yes.
Got you.
Wow.
You are
6.
6.
6. Oh,
He
so
started
you
2016.
right after.
Yeah.
Wow.
You understand? So
That's
he was born Civil War.
Civil
you feel
War.
Me? Civil War. He's
He was born Age of Ultron.
What? I remember
Age of
going to
Ultron
the
to Civil
theaters for that
War.
one.
You know what I'm saying? And you
That's
guys,
crazy.
You two have definitely seen Civil War,
Yes.
right? I feel like you guys have seen Civil War. Have y'all seen Age of Ultron?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
okay. So what was the first superhero movie you seen?
The first superhero movie I ever saw was Batman when he was like fighting Bane.
Okay, The Dark Knight Rises.
Rises.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh.
and I
That's
ain't
a
gonna lie,
cool way
I
to
had a
come
feeling
into
that was gonna
superhero.
happen with this.
That's cool.
Asking them that question, I feel like one of
Yeah.
them was gonna say something that wasn't MCU,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
fine
yeah.
because that's how it happened for us too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's really how it
see,
happened. Very cool.
Nolan
How
movies
did you
were
feel
good.
about that? How do you feel about that movie, Bobby?
Well, it was really good to me. It was really good to me. But the when I saw like when I saw Bane break his back, I thought he was gonna like not. I knew he wasn't gonna give. I knew Batman wasn't gonna like.
Give up.
I knew he wasn't gonna give up. Yeah, cause I know Batman is like, cause first before my dad told me about Batman and that's how I knew he wasn't gonna give up, cause I knew he was like tough.
That's how people
That's
talk about
it.
Batman,
That's
bro.
how
You
he-
see,
that's-
look, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's
My
known
dad's
as the
talking
tough
about
hero.
Batman.
No,
I
yeah.
know Batman is tough. Yeah, that is
And that
very
happened
true.
early in the movie, so I
That
mean, he
very
was like,
early
"Damn,
on.
this
He's
can't be
like,
the
nah.
end."
That was one of the best stories of Batman's comeback. That's Batman right there.
Yeah.
yeah.
The Nolan
That's
movies
dope.
were
I mean,
good.
that's really
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. Did you think about it? He tapped me on the shoulder earlier. He's like, I can't remember my first.
Oh, you don't know what's your first
So I told him,
superhero
what's the last one you saw?
The last one I saw was Spider-Man No Way Home, I think.
Okay. And how do you feel about Spider-Man No Way Home?
I fell asleep on
What?
it.
You fell asleep on 3 Spider-Man? How do you fall asleep
That
on
was
3
crazy.
Peter Parker X3?
I saw the first one half.
You saw it in half first,
Yeah.
and then you fell asleep?
The first one I saw it half.
Oh, you mean like the first Spider-Man movie?
Yeah. And I didn't see the rest of it.
You don't like Spider-Man? You don't like Spider-Man movies? You don't like Tom Holland?
He told me and he said he doesn't like Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I keep saying this with a smile.
Yeah,
Like,
word.
it's-
Yeah, like, I keep saying all this with a smile. What's wrong? You don't-
Spider-Man's a good hero.
Spider-Man's
What are we learning right now?
top 3,
Am I learning?
possibly
He's
top 1.
Top 1, possibly. Is that how you feel? Do we need to have a talk? No. We need to have a
I feel like Tom Holland's really got like
conversation.
he's got a
Go in
good
the
balance
kitchen right
of
now
what
and
is
talk.
like
Take a talk.
what is Peter Parker and what is Spider-Man right now. He gives more Spider-Man side, but we did get in like the first movie we got to see him try to balance his life as like a teenager
Right.
with being Spider-Man. So I feel like Tom Holland he's a good mid ground for it because to me Raimi's movies were good. He was a good Spider-Man.
Yes.
They didn't really focus on him like being Peter Parker. I mean, we knew he worked at the Daily Bugle. We got his like backstory, but like he was Spider-Man, and that's what we knew of him as. Andrew Garfield came in. He was a good. It was good for background information, and like getting his actual story. We got the Ben story again. It might be played out to some people, but I like the Ben story. But he was a good Peter Parker, and I feel like Tom Holland balances those both very good.
I agree, but with the
Yeah.
opposites.
That's the argument that's really starting to take over the conversation about those 3. Like one was a better Peter, then he was a Spider-Man. One was a better Spider-Man, then he was a Peter, and then Tom Holland always gets he kind of did the both. He was the best
Yeah.
of both. Or
Yeah.
he was like, oh, maybe they did Spider-Man better than him, and maybe this one did Peter Parker better than him, but he did both the best.
Equally
So
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, damn, that must be the truth. Like, it
Yeah.
must be like, because it's really. Look what you started. What were you going to say, something?
No, I was gonna say you could your next question now because I went into mine.
Oh, okay.
First, second question.
Oh, I'm going to move this lightly. 'Cause I wanted to really. I forgot there's a magnet, so I just broke my phone, y'all. My next question is, should I do this question or should I do the next one? Just get into
However
it.
you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what power would you guys have? If you guys could be superheroes, what powers do you guys have?
Yeah.
We're back on this thing,
Yes.
right? So
I would be.
hold on, bro.
It was Darian first. Okay. That's a hard question.
That is a hard question, right? That's one of the big ones.
You could think about it for a few and come back to you.
Exactly. You want to come back to it?
Yeah.
AJ, you seem ready.
Okay, so mine would be like I would have Captain America's origin story. Like, yeah, I would have Captain America's.
Like a
You
super
want
soldier?
The super soldier serum?
Yeah.
That's actually good. That's
Yeah.
actually dope.
And I didn't expect you to say that.
I didn't
I expect
expect
you to say
that.
I want to fly, or
Fly
I want
or
super
something,
strength,
yeah.
super
Yeah, that was-
speed. He
that's
said I
kinda
want the
fire.
super serum.
I want the super serum. Yes, sir. I will take
Good
the
one.
best hands in the universe.
Yeah, I take the best.
That's what I will be. Thanks. Yeah, that's fire, AJ. Dope. Jojo,
Oh,
I got it. I actually want to hear Jojo's answer.
it depends. It's like if we're placing me in the Marvel universe, like with around people with other powers, I would say like Mimic, like a Mimic power or sort of like a
A chameleon or
Like-
or like a Mystique. I mean,
would-
the same thing.
yeah, it's basically the
Same
same thing.
thing.
But I feel like temporary power absorption. So
Like Kirby, right?
yeah,
not
like
saying,
Kirby.
saying.
Yeah, but like so if I'm around them or like I can mimic certain like
okay.
heroes' powers or something like that. That would be something ideal if I was living in a world with other superheroes. But if it was just a world with
Like it was your solo,
normal
your solo
person,
movie.
it's just me. I would have to say something like super speed, because super speed is just versatile in every way that you see it. Like you can punch super fast, kick super fast, run away if you need to, run two if you need to. I feel like it's just all versatile.
You know what? Sorry to cut you off. So you know what? Just a quick sidebar. What Invincible taught me about super speed. When he was like, I perceive or like I think really fast,
Fast,
or something like
yeah.
that. It's crazy to think about that.
I never thought of that
True,
either.
super speed is happening probably
Yeah.
at every molecule. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Think
That
about
is
he
crazy.
probably imagine him playing chess or something like
He's thinking ahead,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
can run possibilities. That's one thing that I don't know if you watched like the CW Flash. It's one thing that he got super thinking around with it, or he calls it speed thinking.
It's
But
funny.
basically him running all the possibilities as fast as
I
possible.
never knew that, and I caught a
That's
couple,
crazy.
caught well enough, like dozens of episodes. I'm not a watcher. I
Right,
see it with
but
my
see
girl
enough
when
to-
she's
yeah.
watching it, and like, oh right, Flash, CW.
Right.
But I was gonna say it's crazy you say that about super speed because I watched Clock Stoppers last night. Anybody seen Clock Stoppers?
No.
Nobody.
I
don't
heard
think
of it.
I don't think I ever saw Clockstoppers.
This is amazing because this is a kids movie, but not like. I'm not saying watch it because y'all kids, but this is a really good movie. Like basically, his dad made a watch that it don't stop time, but it slows it down so much. So basically, you're moving so fast that time looks like it stops.
Stops.
So like the sprinklers in the air, you just see the water floating, slowly, like
Right.
nanoseconds. And
Right.
It's like a Disney movie, like back in the days Disney, but it came out like in 2004 or 5 around there. One of my favorite movies. But I was watching it last night. That's what's funny, and it was so dope because he wasn't stopping time. He was just moving like they was moving so fast, like that everything. Which
Around
is
them
so
was
dope.
perceived
Yeah,
as
yeah.
slow.
So it's just
Yeah.
ironic that you
Slowly.
say that, and
But
it's like
the only drawback from super speed is that I would rather take the super speed where it's like, for me, the perception of time slows down. Because if we're talking about pure super speed, me running, if I hit something like a fly or like an insect, it's like a bullet traveling through me.
Right.
Because remember, they're stationary and I'm moving at like 500 miles per hour.
Right.
Now I
So
run
even
into a
that-
fly, I got mad holes in me. I would rather have it perceived as the world is moving slower around me, like you said.
yeah,
Time stoppers.
that's good. That's good. All right. I like that. That was a good.
That was definitely good.
Good takes.
Yeah, that was good takes. Very
All
good
right.
takes. everybody. Oh, Darian, you didn't give nothing?
Oh no,
You
he
didn't
didn't.
think
I'm sorry.
of- You didn't think of anything, did you? You
I
don't want
did.
a superpower, any?
He did.
I
He said.
did.
Oh, what?
I want super speed too.
Super speed.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's just one of the coolest
It's
things.
one of the coolest things, so you're not wrong for picking it. Also,
Yeah.
You actually get points for picking it.
You
Also,
strike me as a super speed guy too. Kind of a little bit.
it might be the red shirt.
Yeah.
Definitely red shirt.
All right. So, do y'all have, and if so, who is? Let's start from this way again. Who's your? Oh no.
No, it goes.
Go back this
yeah,
way. Who's your favorite villain?
Mm.
Period.
Mm.
Period of all time favorite villain has to go to Doctor Doom.
Fire.
Doctor Doom.
Fire.
Because
Fire.
because
Fire.
because
Fire, Dr. Doom, you heard?
he taunts the Fantastic Four so much to the point where he made the reverse serum for the Thing. Because Reed Richards been perfecting that for his entire life. His goal is to turn his best friend back into a human.
And he could never really do it.
And
as fast as he
Doctor
is.
Doom did it in one day and then reversed him back to a rock creature just to flex on Reed Richards.
I didn't know that. Thanks for that.
He
That's crazy. That is
took
crazy.
over Latveria, the place where he was
he
born.
did.
He made it a better society. He has
I forgot.
endless amounts of technology like at his fingertips. He has the brains. He has the smarts. He even has sorcery. You know, he dabbles in magic.
His mother is his mother who was the witch.
He was the witch. Yeah. He dabbles in magic. So not only is he rich, and smart and strong, but he's a sorcerer as well.
Have you ever caught
Indeed.
Secret Wars
He also-
2015 on YouTube?
No, I have not.
I highly recommend doing that whenever you get some free time. You're gonna enjoy it so much. It's basically his story, and it's gonna warm you up for what's about to come because they coming out with the Secret Wars movie in 2025. This is that story. 2015 version because they came out with it first in 1984, but the 2015 version is written by two separate people, totally different. It just has the same name, kind of the same concept that you bring a lot of people together, but not in the same way at all. This is literally, I think, the best story I ever heard from Marvel. Honestly,
It probably is. It probably is.
I heard it again the other day because I was putting my girl on because she wanted to know what's Doom's deal, and I'm like, I'm about to show you.
He's OD.
Yeah.
He's OD. He's really
So I highly
OD.
recommend you check out Secret Wars 2015.
I can't wait for that new Fantastic Four movie too. I like the Fantastic Four.
We're gonna ask y'all about that too in the next segment.
All
All right, AJ,
AJ.
favorite villain.
So, favorite villain, I would say. Wow, that's a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Abomination.
Ooh, I did not expect that. I thought you were gonna say Joker or
I
Venom.
was thinking of Joker,
Okay, the Joker's really cool.
Look at AJ be doing his thing.
But wow, Abomination
Abomination
is
is cool.
really cool. What made you like Abomination?
but well, Abomination. He's kind of like the Hulk. He's kind of like the
Yeah,
Hulk.
he is. He's a little bigger.
He's pretty much the Hulk. It's he's like a copy of Hulk.
Yeah.
But what was the difference between them that you liked? Because you
A
could have
difference
right. 'Cause
in-
you could have liked Hawk.
Yeah, because Abomination, I think it's because he can turn into Abomination whenever he wants.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, and for the most part, how we was all introduced to Hawk, Hawk was just Hawk.
Yeah,
There wasn't no
Hawk,
going
yeah.
back and forth really.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah, I see that. So
That's
it's
cool.
why I don't want to be, because then y'all could hurt me when I'm a human, right? So I want to be Hawk all day. So good answer.
Darren, do you have a favorite villain? Who? You can't say me. Yeah. So why? Go ahead.
It has to be, Thanos.
Ooh.
He went for the big bucks.
He went
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
right there. I like that answer, Bobby.
That's one of my favorites too.
Why do you like Thanos?
Because he has the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yup.
Oh, power.
You see the stones right there.
You see the
You got to take a
stones.
picture with both now.
Yeah, you gotta
You got to take a picture with the gauntlet now. And
And when he snaps,
Blip.
yeah, that was crazy. That's the
When he
craziest thing
snaps,
ever.
he snaps.
Yeah, he snaps.
He snaps.
And he snapped. Yes.
Yeah, very good answer, Bobby. Thanos beat the Avengers. I just want to say that right now.
Yeah.
Thanos beat the
The
Avengers.
Avengers, he did.
Thanos is the only
I don't
one
even
to
see
ever succeed
possible
on the big
when he
stage.
did that. Yeah.
Like Darth Vader, you're here. Was a big super villain. Mojo Jojo, you're down here. Everybody says hello to Thanos. You gotta salute Thanos. He's the only bad guy to win.
Right.
Joker, you have to. Say
You gotta understand, he's the big bad for the kids nowadays too, because he was the first big villain introduced into the
Yeah.
Marvel universe.
He's there.
He's there big whatever.
He's speaking for the culture.
Yeah.
Right, and he's speaking for the culture. He's literally speaking for the culture.
Even
crazy.
if you
I
don't
didn't
watch
think
Marvel,
about that.
everybody knows Thanos.
Plus, he's
Everybody.
dead now, so he's even more menacing. Like
Yeah,
he's,
and it makes sense because
something from
he's the
before
youngest
now.
out of all of us and all of them, and he said Thanos.
Thanos. He said
who he
Thanos. is
feared
mine.
him.
Yo, so we were talking about just what legacy some of these characters are gonna leave, and that's crazy to think about that. That's a fact. Thanos is already now this looming, just guy from before who was the most fire bad guy. He's like, yeah, you know that he snaps, he snaps. Like
He snaps.
he won. Like,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's fire.
That's fire.
Good job, guys. Dope answers.
All right. Your question is next.
What I got for ya? What I got for ya?
Actually, to speed up the time, because I know I don't even know what you was clocking the time. You know
I
what I
did
mean?
not.
I did not either.
But I'm pretty sure we're
Yeah.
15 at this point.
I'm switching one of my questions out, and I'm taking one of my questions out. So I only have one question left.
I have two. I could do.
I'm saying you don't have to do that. I'm saying I just didn't want to. I was just being wary.
Okay. No, actually, yeah. Let's do what you just do one more. You said.
I'm just doing one more, and I'm switching minds.
Okay, I'm gonna just do two more. I had that's perfect. Definitely gonna do. If you guys could make a superhero movie, what would it be about? We're starting from this side now, right?
Now what are we about? Who would be the superhero, right? Because what it would be about is like a little intense for them, right?
Is it intense?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I thought they would just be like, yo, it's gonna be me, this I'm a superhero who would save the universe from monsters. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch the question. What movie are you guys excited for? That's coming out.
Ooh.
Want to give them a list?
Are y'all aware? Was it? Are they aware of the
Fantastic Four, Black Panther,
um
Ant-Man, and the
3,
Wasp.
Ant-Man 3, Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
is coming out.
Wait, it is?
Yep.
I haven't seen any of those.
No, they're coming out.
They're coming out soon. Yeah. There's some bigger Avenger titles coming out too.
Yeah, they got 2 more Avengers movies coming out. One King's Dynasty.
King's Dynasty and the other one Secret War.
Yep.
Did I drop too much on you guys?
I feel like they're like Secret War,
Yeah.
but pivoting.
I'll take an answer from
Heroes,
JoJo and then go to
heroes
your question.
versus heroes.
My question?
Yeah. Oh, I said I'll take
Oh,
JoJo's
oh,
answer
oh.
and then go to your question.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, JoJo,
Um,
what's the name?
Upcoming movie. I would have to say like, I think Kang Dynasty is gonna interest me a lot for the simple fact that we have this one guy who's supposed to be the big bad of everything, but he's split down into like multiple different variants. So one of my favorite variants, because I'm a big Moon Knight fan, has to be King Rama Tut. He was a pharaoh. He was a pharaoh that was one of the king
This guy.
one of the king variants, and Moon Knight had to fight him. And I just found that really interesting that he could be a villain to everybody.
He can be a villain to everybody, and he also. Let me not. That's good at the answer. Yeah, continue. Y'all missed one out there.
Wise guys.
Yeah, wise guys. You missed out on wise guys.
But yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
so-
Kang Dynasty, and if not Kang, then Secret Wars. I would love to see superheroes go versus superheroes on Battlelands. That's something I'm interested in.
dope.
That's
very dope.
that's the answer right there. That is the one.
That is the one. Very good. JoJo could say it.
Okay, so last but not least, this is the final answer, and this is the good one because this is the one that usually is either first or you get it the most. Starting with you, Jojo. Marvel or DC? Who are you?
Okay, so grew up on Marvel movies. Grew up on Marvel movies, but grew up on DC Comics. Friends around gave me a lot of DC Comics. I got a few old ones, and then I got a few and then I got dipped into the TV shows. The TV shows, once they pull you, they pull you. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, but if they said they making you choose a side, both the teams are standing there.
Sorry, DC.
You going
Oh,
with DC?
DC,
I did not see that.
For the
I did not
simple
see that coming.
For the simple fact that Flash, number 1 guy. Batman, number 1 guy. Joker, amazing villain. Superman. I'm not a big Superman fan. But
Also, Batman wins it off you.
Flash and Batman win it all for me. I'm sorry. And then the shows, though low quality, the fact that they're able to intermingle all of those Black Lightning, Arrow, Flash.
They weren't super bad.
They weren't super bad, but like
for the most part, they was
did
good.
give-
For the
People
most part,
did give
they
them
were.
hate, but
Arrow was successful. I feel
yeah,
like
Arrow was successful, and then Lucifer. That show was
I
really
forgot
good
that
too.
was DC.
Yep, and
I didn't know that, and
they
I did
added
actually watch that.
They added that new show Sandman, which is really good.
catch that.
I'm not gonna lie, it deals with the Endless, which are beings that embody their names. Like there's dream, death, destruction, desire, delirium, delight, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
So dope.
Dope.
Marvel or DC? Who you are, AJ?
Well, I actually grew up. I grew up with DC. So, and also yeah, it's DC.
Yeah.
DC is
Wow, I
crazy.
can't believe
We got
DC
another one.
Whoa.
We got another one. That's 2.
So DC
Two.
didn't
Won.
win. Wow.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel or DC.
DC.
Oh!
That's 3
Whoa,
for
DC
3.
for the first time ever.
3 for 3.
You've taken a win on Assemble Tom.
And that says a lot. That means y'all need to get it together.
Cause y'all got
People-
that's the culture.
That's
you
your
see
future.
it.
Your future's
Potential,
waiting for y'all.
yeah, like
And
It's
they're
waiting.
waiting for y'all. They're literally waiting. for y'all. So
I'm
y'all
praying.
still
I'm praying that Black Adam movie is gonna be good. Praying that the Shazam 2 movie is gonna be good. I feel like they understand that solo movies are better than trying to pile everybody on when you don't have a universe to build. If that makes
No,
sense.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, because they made that Justice League movie, but they didn't expand on who Darkseid was or anything. So that's
No,
why
they
they
did
that's
not.
why they came with the Snyder cut. But they try to make Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Flash, Cyborg and Aquaman fill up the entire DC when there's way more characters
yeah.
than that.
And like you're saying, they did it afterwards. They didn't do it before. making
Yeah,
the
so
Justice
that's
League.
that, Marvel. Has me in quality as a movie. Marvel will always have my heart because they had the time to build stories for each of them. So we got
Decade,
we got 3 Iron Man movies. We got the Captain America movies. We got everybody's solo standout movies. One Avenger movie. They were good together. More solo movies. Big Bad, Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah.
So I feel like that building was great. You know, everybody got their like 3 standoff movies, and then we went into it. Where DC's just been rushing into it. So
Okay.
They
Yeah,
gotta figure
definitely.
it out.
DC's definitely guilty of that.
So all right, y'all heard it here.
My last question. Gotta
Yes.
ask my last question.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had one more.
I have one more. This is my second two. So we're going from this way. What's the best podcast in the world?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Assemble Time.
Yeah.
Assemble Time.
Darian. Darian, you serious?
No, he's mesmerized by the Assemble Time
He's
poster.
he's mesmerized with so much power. What's the best podcast? You're gonna give us an answer? What's the answer?
Assemble Time.
Right.
Yeah.
And y'all heard it here. Smash that like button like Hulk. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Hopefully this was an entertaining episode for y'all. It very was much for me and I'm pretty sure right for you it was. For me, I had a
I had a blast.
I got this
Had a
blew me
blast.
away right now. I'm not gonna lie.
We would be Marvel, by the way. Just
Yeah, Marvel. We
We
want
would
to
be
be
Marvel, yeah.
So we are the assemblers.
You lost us.
With the young assemblers, I am Sluggy.
AJ,
A.
Darian.
JoJo.
And we are here until next time. Assemble time.
It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hulk.